State so prized a possession. It's the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach, he understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Indiana's offense will take the field first. The Hoosiers had no problem as they ran away from the Boilermakers the last time they met.
And that was a game Purdue fans want to forget. They made way too many mental errors in that one. It really was Purdue.
Yeah, and I guess Purdue needs to produce today if Purdue wants to do something special.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Hands it off. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He'll pull it down and run. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Snagged in the middle, it's shot. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hits inside, it's Richard.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on defense.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee is too, because he's also the guy that when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hoover. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Out wide right, it's Preston. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. So Purdue's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Now we see Ryan Brown. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. The screen, he's got wheels. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's going to throw it again. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He's changing the play. Looking for space. It's Richard. There he goes. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on 1st down from the 43. The handoff. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll ride the hot hand. Showing off guard. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're going to run it. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man on the outside. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891, alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, it's picked off, and that's number 10. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. First play of this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got him on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Preston. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. Left side is Preston. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Beebe. Knocked down immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Hoover. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up. Solid return on the pick. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Secures it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Holds on. It's Preston. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Right side, it's Beebe. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Hoover. They're all over it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. We're just